Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn another amazing sales dashboard creation through Power BI, like dashboard overview and formulas which is required for our analysis and the background design, right? So let's like we have some of these steps which are involved in the dashboard creation. Those are: import the data to Power BI, edit the data in Power Query editor for our key elements, and create the columns, create the measures, create the visuals, and format the dashboard background, and finally like format the visuals. So these are the steps which are involved in this dashboard creation. So you can see it's again fully interactive where and all information, right? So let's not waste the time. Let's get it and start. So this is the data which we are going to upload in today's dashboard creation. So before uploading, let us review the data what we have it here. And here we can see the date column we have for the 2023 and 2024, and we have another column with the product, what kind of product we are going to like use it for a dashboard creation, and then the again quantity sold, and sale type, like what kind of sales, whether it's a direct sales or online or the wholesaler, and the payment mode, whether it's received with cash or the online, or like last column is discount, like if you had any discount while selling these products. And we have another sheet, like we have two sheets, one is input data, another one is master data. Let us go and check the master data. So here also we have master data, like product ID, and I think this is product code, and this again category 1 2 3 4 5 say 5, and like whether it's a feet, kg, liter or numbers, like based on the product wise. So it has been derived here, and buying size and selling price. So buying price, like how for how much we are buying, and again how much for it is selling. So in this case, if you see product 1, it's in kgs, and for the buying price was 103 and selling price was 108. So based on this information, like if I talk about this, we have almost 46 kind of products and the category wise, right? So we are going to calculate some of the information, like how sales analysis we are going to prepare this dashboard. So we are going to do that now. So let us upload this data to Power BI. Before we just check the data, how it is available, right? So now let's close this file, and let us open the Power BI. Let's go and search Power BI. Yeah, so it's going to launch. So before that, I'll just go and close the file which is there in our data. So I'll close it. Then we already in Power BI. So let us extract the the data which we wanted to support, because if you want to check, like the starting point was blank report. I selected here, and here we have import data from Excel, import data from SQL Server, paste data in a blank table, use sample data. Like there are various ways where we can get the data for Power BI for our dashboard creation. So here also you can see like get data. There are Excel workbook, Power BI magnetic model, data flow, data was SQL, analysis, text, CSV format, web, data, blank. Like see, there are various. Like we have another few example, like IBM database, IBM Infomex, right? So MySQL database. So there are various ways we can get the data for our dashboard creation. So here we have a database, Microsoft Fabric, platform, Azure, online services, others. So now for our purpose, like since we already reviewed the data which is there in Excel sheet, let us go and get the data through Excel sheet. So go to click here, get data, then go to Excel sheet, and then let us go and check where we have saved the data file. I'm thinking, yeah, so this is the file which I've created a sales dashboard. I'll just open it. Right, so here, so the data which is there in this file, like as I told earlier, like there are two tables, so like two for data sets. I'll need to add it over Power BI. Let's select the input data and master data. Load. It's getting loaded. Yeah, so it's loaded now. You can see here, this is the canvas of the Power BI, and we have here some options, filters, visualization and data. So whatever the data which we uploaded into Power BI, that data it automatically takes here as a data, and Power BI is simply superb to calculate the sum of the inputs to provide output like what is required. So here you can see we have loaded two sheets, one is input data, another one is master data. So here we have multiple columns, dates, discount, everything which we reviewed in the Excel sheet, right? So now for now, like see, before this is the data which we uploaded, and after this we need to see like what exactly the requirement. So what we need to prepare, like what kind of dashboards which we are going to publish, or what kind of charts which you are going to publish, so that business or the sales team, or like sales store, like all these stores and all, they can take a easy decision and take a like required action to improve further business on the process, right? So now let us calculate based on that requirement. Let us add some of the basic elements, like basic details which is required for our analysis. So for that, what you have to do, either you can go out here and you can go for edit query, or in Microsoft we have like transform data. Like this is another screen where it will be opening, and there we can modify our data, whatever the format which is required, whatever the data which we wanted to add, so we can add it over there. So let us go and transform with data and do the needful. So I'll go here, transform data, and click on the transform data. So this is the Power Query editor in Power BI, where what and all workings we do, like we do it here only, right? So likewise, and then we are going to work like further whatever the things which is required for us. Okay, now like yeah, see here, like we have another one as well, we have input data. So now there are other things which we have to do, and let's add some basic details. Okay, yeah, so now for that, let's go to add column, and here you can see date, right? So if you see, like we want day and the date, like the what day it was, like first day, second day, or third day, or 11th day, 12th day, we can see here. And we need year, so again we'll go here only at column, and then select the date. Yeah, this is the date which based on this only, like we are going to create another columns which is required. So date, and then go here, and we need year, right? So here you can see 2023, and you can see here as 2023. So similarly, select the date and go and add another thing like month, which month, whether it's like see we have 12 months, right? Like similar way, right? So whatever the months which we are there, that number should be visible here. So next I'll add another column. So for that is month, right? So I think that is not required. I think this column is not required. Month name. So just select this and go here, see name of the month. So it's available here, so let's add it. So then again we can see like month name is appearing completely. So as per our data analysis, like we don't require this much like as a complete like on name of the month. So let's keep it short, like 3 digits. So for that, so select the date. Based on that we are going to add it, and then go to add column, and then here you go and check so month and name of the month. So we require name of the month. So here you can see like the name is appearing completely like for January with complete letters. So we don't require that for our analysis. So we just require the first 3 characters of the month name. So for that, what we can do, just select this, just go to transform, and here we have an option called extract. So if you use this, there are things, okay, length, first characters, last characters. So we require 3 characters from the first like month name. So I'll just select first characters, and again it will ask the query how many characters like which is required from the selected columns. So I'll just see mention as 3 so that it appears as Jan, JN, FEB, Feb, like that. Okay, I'll just save it. Yeah, so now it's done. So like now we need to like see the basic things which we wanted to do in the input data we have done. So I'll just close and apply. Yeah, so you can go and see here what and all information we have added. So that will appear here as day, month, month name, right? So here everything is appearing. So but still we want to add some of the information. Let's go for transform data again, because see this is the input data and we have master data. So from master data there are some fields which you wanted to bring it to like our data sets for input data sets. For that, what we can do, like we need to use the merge query, like based on the some of the main criteria like product ID here I would say. So based on that, like for this product ID what and all information is available here. Like see here you can use product ID as P001. Here also we have the same thing, right? P0024. This may be item number 24, but similar kind of is there. But for that, like we need some of the information which is appearing here, right? So what we can do for that, like we need to merge the data from input to date master data. So like we need to get this data to there. So what we can do, let's go for that. See here merge queries, right? In the home tab we have merge queries. So do the merge queries. Then here you can see the dialog box appears. So this is, you can see input data, which is the sheet which you are working. And if you have so many data sets or so many files you uploaded, so here you can go and check, right? Here you can go and check master data. So here I need one thing, like based on the product ID. So product ID is a similar way. So here left outer, right? Select and then select. Okay, then click on OK, right? So now what we can do, we need, like this is a table which is extracted from the master data. For that, what we can do, like since we have already have the as I mentioned earlier product ID, so we don't want product ID, so we want other fields which are appearing in the master data, right? So I'll just uncheck the product ID, then I'll go on click on OK. So here you can see the data which was there in the master data, so it's appearing here. See, I don't want the product ID which is already available, product category and UAM, buying size and selling size, right? Selling or like buying price and selling price. So if you go and see here, so we have a similar data appearing here as master data UM and master data buying price, master data selling price. So the data which is you can like rename it, but I would say that let it be as far as like we extracted the data from master data, let it be. So now we have come to the conclusion that okay, so the various things which is required for our analysis, like to do some of the calculations, right? So we have done this, and I'll just close and apply, so that whatever the things which I have done now, so it will be loaded to Power BI desktop. Yes, see, right? So now it's everything is there, and now what we have to do, we have to do some of the DAX calculation, right? So now we have loaded the data, like we have modified the data which is required. So let us do some of the DAX calculation. DAX calculation is something that data expressions, that is something where, see, so like the basic purpose of this Power BI, like many of us would be thinking that okay, after uploading the data, so we get some of the data sheets here, like data in the data field, and based on that, like we are going to prepare some of the charts here appearing here. But sometimes other than the data which we uploaded, right, to the Power BI, so we might need some of the information which is not there. So for that, what you have to do, like similar way, like when you want to identify the selling price or the buying price or this profit, everything, so you will use some of the formulas. So here also we are going to use some of the formulas, like quantity and price into sales, right? Sales value if minus the expenses, like that for profit. So similar way we are going to use the formulas, so in the DAX calculation, so that is what called, right? So what we can do, we need to add some of the columns, and we need to add, like write some of the DAX queries, so that the desired result, like what is exactly required for our analysis, so we are going to get it. Okay, let us calculate the some of the DAX calculation which I mentioned, right? So here we are going to calculate some of the things which is required, right? So the information which is required is total buying value and total selling value, and then percentage of profit, and like profit percentage, and the profit which you got, right? So we are going to calculate on that. So let us do that now. Right click here in the data set, right click, add new column, so that will take to here, and then right. So before that, what you have to do, you have to go to data. Yes, so here you need to do data table view. So here new column, right? Then add the formula, right? Total buying value. Okay, then write the formula is equal to, already there, input, so the data which is there, input quantity, right? Then multiply with buying price, so that is called, like, see, the quantity and the buying price is called to buying value. So let us add that multiplication it to input master data, right? Input master data buying price. That's it. So here you can go and check if you want to check on that. We are going to calculate the another measure, so that is total selling value, right? So for that, what you have to do, total quantity right. So here input input data quantity, right, then multiplied with input master data selling price, right, then multiplied with open the bracket 1 minus, in case like we are just checking the discount if we have anything, right, so input data discount. So now let's close the bracket, right, so it's appearing here. Then next one is create the measures, like so we have created the DAX calculation with a DAX calculation, two of the information like total buying value and total selling value, right, so now we need some of other things, like we need to create some of the measures. So let us calculate the profit and profit percentage, right, so click right here, right click here and new measure and make it as profit. Here you can do, right, so sum and total input selling value, right, and minus sum total buying value. Okay, so profit calculated. So now we have another one, that profit percentage, right, so let us calculate on that. Right click, profit, new measure, profit percentage, right, then equals profit divided by sum and input total buying value. Okay, so it's calculated. Okay, so with this, like we have calculated the required measures and the data, so we'll see to that. Okay, let's save it. Now let us create a few visuals based on the data which we have prepared and the data which is ready now, right, so let's go with that. For that, like as of now I would say that we'll do for year and month and sales type and the payment mode. So select the slicers here, right, and for that add the year, and here you can see 23-24 and right, so now let's make it as a slicer settings. Go here, format visual and slicer settings. Here it is mentioned as between, so we can make it as a tile, right, so we can make it as a drop down, see, and we can make it as a between which is already there, and we can make it as a greater or equal, right, so for that now like let's do the vertical list, so which is required. So now copy paste the same thing, same visualization, right, copy and paste 3 times at least, so that we can utilize the same slices. No need to go every time here and then need to select. So and then one more, yeah. So for this, let's add the data, so which is required. So for this, like for this slices, let's add the month. So here you can see the fields in the legend, right? So click on the close the year and remove the year and add the month. Okay, not month, month name. Yeah, see, month name came, right? It's visible. So now here let's add the sales type. So uncheck this and just go and add the sale type, right? So this is, we have a three sales type, like one is direct sales, online, or the wholesale. So here we can change the visualization for it, and for that we need to go to format your visuals, slider setting, and instead of vertical list, keep it as a drop down, right? Yes, it's visible. So now little bit go there, and next go here, and for this let's add the remove the year and add the payment mode. So again we have a two kind of payment mode which is done. So let's keep it, that is also like in the drop down list. So select the card and go to like visualization and slider setting. Here vertical list we have, make it as drop down. So now little bit adjustment we need to do, right? So now let us add the card visuals for total selling value. For that, go in visualization, select the cards, like pick the card and bring it here, and then what you can do, like you can add the total selling value, right? You can make it this thing and you can modify the things, like here you can see some of the total selling value. Like I'll just rename it, I'll just mention it as total selling value. I don't want the complete name. Okay, it's not changed, let's rename it. Okay, and little bit formatting because it's too big, and let's do some of the formatting here. Just go here, general, like effects, background off, right? And then come to visuals, then call out values. So here you can see the font size is 45, and font like format is, font style is DIN. So let's CJY bold, and like let's keep it CJY semi bold and make the 22, I guess. Yes, I think that's fine. And then color it should be black, and bring it to center. And again we don't want the background and all those things, so for that select the card and go here, background off and border off, not required, right? So let's make it a little bit, yes, total selling value. So now similarly just copy and paste completely for 6 times to calculate the profit, and like to visualize the profit percentage, top product, top quantity, and the like mode of, like what kind of things which are done. And let's do that. So copy this 1 2 3 4 5 6. So let's place it over here nicely to be visible properly. And because see, we can do it individual also, but here I'm just creating for bulk, so that like we can utilize the same thing and you can change the values. Okay, so now I think it's done. So now we just have to change the value. So now we are at the total selling value. So now let us select the profit first. So select this value and remove the in the like visuals, like here you can remove it and make it add the profit, right? It's visible. So now again we have profit percentage, remove it and add the profit percentage. Oh yeah, so it's arrived. So now here we need to add the like other things like top products and the quantity and the category. So for that let's do that. So like now I'll just remove this total selling value. I'll make it as quantity. Now to extract the data for the top product and top category, so we will use the filters here, like which is mentioned here. Okay, so this column particularly. Okay, let's do that. So for now, let's select the quantity and now apply the products in the filters, right? And then select the top n and select the number 1, and here like bring the total value. So apply the filters. So these are the top product and top quantity. And now coming to this one, like unit of measures, let's bring it here and add this unit of measures and add this one, like total selling value. Now bring the product and again top n 1 and total value. Apply filter. Yeah, so now coming to next one, product selling value, like okay, so here we are going to unselect this one and bring the product. Okay, let's bring it here and then select the top n and 1 and bring this total value. Apply filter. And then coming to last one, so here master data category, so here we'll uncheck this master category, master data category here, and then unselect this and then wait, master data category here and top n 1 in advanced data filter, let's bring the total sales. Apply the filter. Yeah, so now most of our top product and top category have been identified. So later stage you will understand like some of the fields is not visible. Okay, let's move on. So now at the stacked column chart, so it's appearing here in the visualization. So select this and then bring it over here, and for this we need to add the month name and then top selling total selling value, then profit. Okay, so here if you see the data which is appearing based on the top like total selling value, because in the Jan it's appearing beginning and you can see the September month, so the data it's not visible properly, like it should be Jan to December. So for that what we have to do, we have to do some modification in our data. So let's go to the table view and then select the month name, and month name should sort based on the month number. So we already calculated is the month number, like for January 1st and December 12th, right? So now we have a month name as well, so Jan to December, so that should be sort based on the month. Select this column, and in the column tools, like we have a sort by columns, select this and that should calculate based on the month. Okay, so now go on check report view, and then if you go and sort this, sort month name, and then see it's descending order, so let's go the ascending order. See now you can see the data from Jan to December, and here also like you can see earlier it was not the case, now it is changed to January to December. This is how we need to like do some modification of our data, so that like we can have the, because see Powerbi takes the data based on the value which you have given, like total sales or the month, but it will not take the consideration of it has to come from Jan to December. So we have to do always that, go to the data and modify that on what basis that month name should be sorting. So that is what we have done now. So now in this way you can do this. So now we can see in the data which we calculated, so we have a top selling value and the profit. So for that what we can do, like we can bring the profit percentage as well. Like now it is not available if you click on the month, so it's just showing month and the profit, so we don't have the percentage of the profit. So what we can do, like we need to bring that into column chart, right? So what for that So no need to do anything. So we just have to bring the profit percentage to tooltips here. So if you click on this tooltip, so here if you bring the profit percentage, so then you can go and check, see it's appearing. Earlier it was month name and the profit, now we have the profit percentage as well. Okay, so this is the usage of the tooltips. So now let's add the few more visuals which are pending here. So for that, take the cluster bar chart. Oh shit man. So take the cluster chart, click on this and then bring it over here. So here we need to add the few details, that is master data product, okay, and total selling value. Yeah, so now product wise we can see the total sales value. So now bring another chart, can bring area chart or staked area chart, or let's bring this, and for this let's add the total selling value, and then bring the day to the x-axis. So it's not something good, this is something better, this is also same. Yeah, I think this would be fine. So you can use any of the this one, like what I say, any of the chart whichever you feel comfortable. Okay, let's do that. Let's select C. Yeah, this is something better, but still we can use any of the charts which are appearing here. So you can modify the data according to you. So it's not fine. Okay, you can keep this, that's okay. Now let's add some pie charts. Okay, so use this chart here and bring it over here, and then for this let's add some of the information, that is sale type and then total selling value. Okay, so that is how we can keep this, and let's do something required. What is legend here, bottom center can give. Okay, yeah. So now one more thing, we can copy paste the same thing and bring it over the below. So let's select this fill gap, can increase. Okay, so now for this copy and paste the payment method. So like here we already created with a sale type, so I just remove the sale type here, and then total selling value it will be there. Just bring the payment mode. Okay, cash or online. Yes. So now let's with another chart, that is tree map. Okay, bring it here and bring that here and scroll down, increase the size. For that, add master data category and then total selling value. Yeah, so now our almost visualization which you wanted to create, we have created. So we just need to modify some of the information now, like the values which are appearing, because we are going to see this information in a different way. So that's the reason. So this is how we can able to create our dashboard based on that details. Okay, yeah, based on the like data which we have received from the sales stores. So now let's do some formatting where the information which is mentioned here, so that is not required. Okay, so like we can remove the category, title and the background from the visuals. Let's do that. So for that, let's go to visuals, and in that we have a call out values, and then go here we have label. Okay, so switch off the label. So here we can do in this way also, or you can just go select this. Once you've done for one card, select this Power Paint and you can do that. So similar way you can do this, and like format painter, not required, not required, not required, not required. Yeah, so now all the labels which I was mentioned earlier, it is now it's not visible. So now for the charts and all, so we need to remove the background. Okay, let's do that, and background and as well as the values. So for that, select the chart and go to general, and then title off, and the background you can go to effects and off. So you can off the background. Similar way you can do this way as well, and then format and format. So whichever the things which is not required, you can do that. Okay, so now I think most of the things you have done, and here you can see most of the things, like everything is interactive. So in each and everything, like if each and every visuals are interactive for Jan month, see what all the informations are changing. So there are some things where we can modify that, like only we can restrict the some of the things. Okay, to change or some of the things only interactive. So let's do that. So now all the visuals including slices and the visuals with linked each other, right? But we don't want to do link each other. Month column with a month, and sales type with a sales type, and payment mode with a payment mode. So what we can do, like for that we have to go to format and select the edit interaction, right? And you now you are selected the month, we don't want to like interact with this month again, so we are going to do click on the none. So selected this, and similar way sale type, so we don't want to interact with this, so let it make it as none. And similar way for payment mode, again like unlink it so that it will not change. So for that you can verify it. For February month, this information is not changing, like we are clicking here and it's not getting changed. Now similar way, if I go in the sales type online, see it is not changing, but other things are changing. So similar way, if you go to payment mode, right? So if I select the online, so it is changing other visuals, but it's not changing the payment mode. So that is what we wanted to create. So now we have created. So now I think we have done all the visualization. Now we have left with the formatting and the filters, like whatever the things which we have to do. So we can do that, and so that like our dashboards looks very neat and clean. So in order to have more clarity and more visibility and more attractive for this dashboard, so I'm going to bring some of the images, so that we like see, as you already know that like we can add the images for the background, canvas background. So I'm going to bring some of the images which is appearing and make it fixed for this like charts and the cards that like. Okay, so that I have created in the PowerPoint. Okay, I'm going to bring this as an image, because Powerbi it accepts the images, so we can add this as an image, so that the Powerbi tool, like the Powerbi dashboard, looks even more brightful. So for that I'm going to save this, save as, browse this PC, dashboard, and I'm going to use at JPG, and I'll use it as one, and save it, just this one. Yeah, so now I'm going to Powerbi, and then I know the dashboard which I saved it here, it's here, right? We can go and check. Yes, it's here. So now what we can do, we can go and bring it to here. So select the canvas and go here canvas background, and here you can see if you want to change, you can change it completely, changes similar way. So this is not looking good. So for that, what we can do, we can just go here and select the file which I have created. PPT, yeah, this is the one. And now I would say that like the data which is set here, it is not adjusted, so we can do that, no issues. So here image fit normally are given, I'll just give it as fit so that it will fit to automatically. So now the details, the cards, the charts which are prepared, so we need to place it over this separately for each and every dashboard in the like the background which I've created. So let's do that. So before that, select this and just go to general and effects, background off, turn off, right? See, you can the white background which is appearing, it is completely not available. So we just have to set these things in the proper way, right? And similar way, just take this, and for this month also, Jan to December, make this way, right? And then so now here we have some cards which you have created, it's not getting fit with the background which you have created. So for that also, like what we can do, we can do reduce like some of the size of these numbers. Let's do that. So what you can do, like general and visuals, call out values. See here we are given CJOI UI semi bold, we'll give it as bold and make it as little bit smaller size, and we can place it over here nicely. And if you want to change the color also, you can change, right? But I'm going to tell you in the last that we can change for each and everything in a single shot. So I'll just remove the background here. So select this and go here, background, and again similar way, format paint, bring it, fit it over there, here, and then again this one. Okay, so okay, so we can see all the possibilities, like what and all things are there. We are going to fit it here on the nicely background. And so yes, and then I'll tell you, like see that still formatting is not yet done, we'll do that. Nicely place it over here, and then this one as well, something which I created very big one, so that's not required. Let's place it over here. And then so some of the values, it's not visual properly, you can do that later. I'm just adjusting the files, the charts and all those things, and we can place it here, and we can give the names as well. And again this one, we can nicely place it here, right? So see, now some of the values, yes, here this one again, background off, and nicely place it over here, and then again this, just format paint, see, most of the things are sorted. Only thing is that we just have to give names, right? So we'll do that. And before that, some of the things which are appearing here, we can write down some of the details, and that's how like our dashboards looks pretty neat and clean. So we'll do some more formatting. I'll tell you how we have to do, what we have to do, right? So now instead of changing the colors individually for the text which are appearing here, so we can go and directly do it in the uh, theme colors. So for that, what you have to do, so we have to go here, and here we have to go select and then customize current theme. Okay, so select the text and select this as UI and 10 and select as white. Okay, and then copy this, apply, and then title, then again CGI semi bold 10 and paste the color as white, apply, then KPIs CGO semi bold and font size make it as that's okay. And let's do the color, give a color this white, apply, then again do this white, apply. See, where and all we have given some of the names, so it's appearing as white color. Okay, now we need to change the theme color, like since we have used the multiple colors here, let's change that. I have removed the background image which I applied earlier, so that like we can bring another image to here as a background for this to have a more like colorful visualization on the dashboard. So for that, let's go, and I already created that which with the help of PowerPoint. Okay, so I'm going to use the same thing. I'll already saved it as a JPG image. Okay, just go here and select that. I have saved it in on desktop, and I'll insert that. Okay, see, it looks very neatly, and here I'll make it as fit. Yes, it's completely fit for our dashboard. And then nothing, yes, earlier I was not added this small icon which is appearing here to the PPT file. So the background which I created over the PowerPoint, I just created now, so so that it will look more beautiful over dashboard. Okay, so let's do that similar way, and I've created a sales dashboard here, and simultaneously, so we need to add, like as I mentioned earlier, we need to add as a profit. We need total profit. This is again total profit percentage, top product, top category, right? And then coming to monthly, sum of total selling value, and this is again the product, sales type, payment mode, and daily this one like daily selling value. So here we can add as categories. So for that, like see, there are various colors which are available here, so we'll do some of the formatting later. But before that, I'll just tell you, like we can use the same thing like total sales, and just copy paste this, and I'll use the same thing here. And I'll just rename it as total profit. Right, okay, let's keep it in everything caps, and then again I will copy the same thing, and I'll bring here as profit percentage. Okay, then top product, top category. I'll just copy the same thing and I'll paste it over here, and I'll just rename it as top product. So this thing I think you can also do yourself by this time, like you would have learned many things, right? Top product. I'll just choose the same format with a entire. Okay, it's not appearing. Let's keep it as this one, right? Let's make it a little bit arrangement, and again I'll just copy the same thing. I'll paste it over here. For that I'll rename it as top category. Okay, and then I'll increase the little bit, decrease the size, and then I think this is fine. I'll just bring it a little bit up, or I'll make it a little bit down, this one. Right, and I'll bring this top category as top category in the similar format. And then now similar way, like we need to copy paste the same thing. So this thing you can do in the PPT as well, but still I prefer doing it here. Okay, and then one more here. This is product, and similar way I'll just copy paste here. This one is sale type, and this one daily selling value. Here it is, yes. So I'll mention it as daily. Yeah, and then here payment mode. And then I'll just copy paste the same thing, highlight it as category here. Yeah, so now I think I have labeled all those things, all the charts. So we just have to do some of the formatting. I think this one little bit decrease the size 8, and then again this one as well, make it as 8. Okay, so now almost we are done, and some of the calculation or the formatting which we have to do. So okay, this is monthly, I given small letters, I'll just do it caps. Okay, so now I think we have labeled everything, and based on the new format. So just now, like what we can do, like we need to change the some of the colors. Like always, like whenever you select the Power BI charts, always it looks with a blue color, most of the things, right? So we can go ahead and do the colors combination for each and every thing. Further, what we have to do, we have to go to view, and again we have to go to customize current theme. So we need to change the themes. So for that we already created some of the theme colors. Okay, I'll just copy paste the same thing, color 1. I'll just paste it over here, and then color 2. and then color 3, and then color 4. So this is based on our color combination which you have selected, and this one again base color 5, and then color 6, then select the color 8, color 7, and then last one is color 8. Okay, I'll done the same thing, and now I'll just apply. See, our visuals have been changed drastically with a different type of colors, right? So now little bit formatting we can do based on the our color combination which you have done. Select this sales tab and just go to here, slides, settings, and values. Yeah, so here we can give background. Okay, and then if you don't want to do that, you can give this one, yes. And then now select the payment mode. I think it's not visible. Yeah, so for this as well, let's change the color. Okay, and simultaneously I think this is fine. I think most of the things have looks rightly all right. Themes are changing, interconnections, yes, absolutely it's working fine. And you can do a little bit some more formatting here, and I think the pie charts we can change it to donuts. We'll see. Yes, it looks fine, and just we'll see what else we can do, right? Data 11. So inside can give, so this doesn't look good. Let's give this as inside, or okay, outside is not good. Okay, this one is fine. And again, I think this is not okay. So legend, we can center right is there. Now we can bottom left we can give, or bottom center. Okay, thus we can give. And now for the same thing like payment mode, so for that also like we need to change the donut. Let's do that. Before that, here also like the legend value, let us bring it bottom center. Okay, and then title not required, so here also title is not required because we already given the headings, right? And then I think we can change the visuals for this. Make it as donut. Yeah, so this is looks fine. And I think just format paint I'll do. Let's see how it looks. I think not required, so let it be. So this one also I'll just try if can change it. Data label on, and this prefer outside. Yeah, I think look, this looks fine. And we can do some of the colorings which is not visible so properly. What we can do, let's do that. Properties, title, data label and values. Here we can change the color to, right? So, and then make it as bold. No, bold is not required, let it be. And then coming to this, can change the color as well for this, go to white, so it looks pretty. Okay, and still we can do some of the formattings which is required here. I think most of the things we already done. So yeah, so I think we are done with our dashboard creations, and like see by seeing this we can understand like what is going on, why. So total sales is 682k and total profit is 112k. So the profit percentage is 19.66, as you already know that, and monthly total selling value this. I think this one, let's see what we can do. Something general, title, visuals. Okay, let it be. I think this is fine. And coming to this monthly, like how much total selling value, some. Okay, I think we can change this, rename it. See, all these small things you should know how to do that by yourself. See, this is changed. And if I talk about other things, here also we can make it as product, and then here also you can make it as total selling value. You can remove some of the values, right? And I think we have done almost whichever the things which you look at. See, by seeing this we can analyze. If we extend this, yes, now we extend. If you see that there are various things which are done and it looks awesome, right? So I think we have completed our dashboard creation. So I would say that please work on this dashboard creation, right? So you can take some of the decision based on the visuals, like what exactly is happening on daily basis or monthly basis, or product wise or sale type. See, there are various things which you have taken consideration. Based on that we are prepared, right? So you can also do the same thing, and you can prepare yourself for this kind of dashboards. I'll be adding the relevant files, all those things in the in the description. You can go and go ahead and download the data and start doing that. See, basically that we should understand like how we are creating the dashboard and what and all details, and what is expected out of it, like how the business is going to take some decision based on this, right? So this is what is required. So that's the reason like we have calculated so much of our DAX calculation, like what exactly is the requirement, right? So you can also do the same thing. And if you have any doubts, please do ask me through comments. I will surely clarify in my upcoming videos. Please do support by subscribing my channel. It will encourage to me to create more such visuals, and please do click on the bell icon to get more updates on my channel. Okay, so in case if you have any clarification or the doubts which you require, you can always email me, so that definitely I'll make sure that I'll be replying to your email. Okay, hope this session is like this the time which you guys spent, it is not going to waste, because you are learning new things. Because I also did not have so much of knowledge, like I gained the knowledge and simultaneously like I'm applying here, so that you can also start learning the things, right? Okay, so that is how we are going to improve to like together. So thank you for watching my video. So again I'm telling you, like please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.